attacked home
All right,
court.
let's get it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Celtics, Smart and Bradley the guards.
Clippers.
Tyler Zeller out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Turner, and at the 3, the small forward.
No,
Now
bro.
here's Redick.
Go the other way.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's when you start home
Well, the
defense
history
in the
of college
paint, bro.
coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens and the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job. I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense.
I don't know why
to be
he's
successful.
leaving the
Cole
Clippers.
for
That
3,
don't make
no
sense.
good. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Turner, rejected by Griffin. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Redick is in the corner. Paul outside. Barnes dishes to Redick.
There he goes.
Drills the three-pointer. Redick's got 5. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling
Sure
those
did.
games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with the 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And that one's
Perfect
good.
release.
Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
Here's Smart. The layup off target.
Come on, DeAndre. You need to get up.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Redick kicks to Paul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
There you go.
And that one's
Nice
good.
shot.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad
This
Stevens.
dude's on fire
He
right
knows
now.
that the challenge for his team in this game will be to slow down Blake Griffin, who he described as instant momentum. With Griffin being such a handful physically, they plan to limit his ability to get any space around the basket and hopefully cut down those powerful drives toward the rim.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Paul. He's got 8.
Well, analytics are here to stay, and Marcus Smart is one of the higher-rated prospects when you look at the analytics. Got a high rate of steals and rebounds, which is always something that typically translates well to the pro game. Both of those things reflect his competitive spirit, and it's obvious this young man goes at it full throttle when he's on the court.
Now here's Smart. Quiet so far
I don't know why
offensively,
he's
searching for
Smart.
his
He ain't
first
that
points of the
good.
game. And that one's good. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Paul outside. Out to the wing. Puts it up. Another one falls for the Clippers. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Turner.
Got defense.
Kicks
Got
it to
defense.
Smart. Back to Turner.
Oh, he's
The
flopping.
11-footer. Here's Zeller. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Well, Tyler Zeller's role may have shrunk guys in year 2, but Steve, his production per minute went way up.
Well, much improved on the boards. You know, he's got that mid-range jump shot, which had fallen short of expectations in year 1, but that resurfaced. So I think we started to see Zeller's effectiveness and potential last year for a long and really efficient career.
And Glenn Davis is going to pick up that foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:33 left in the first. Thomas against Rivers. Thomas goes in and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And Zeller enjoyed extensive minutes in his rookie season. However, last season, he didn't play a ton early, but his minutes grew as the season wore on. He's a hard worker and he's getting stronger.
And Zeller adding some bulk over the last couple off seasons. Good mobility for a 7-footer. You add in his shooting, and he's showing some real promise.
Now here's Crawford. He kicks it to Rivers. From deep,
Oh my God.
Sullinger with the rebound.
Why did I try?
For Boston, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Here's Davis. Rivers kicks to Crawford, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending, deflected away.
Now here's Crawford. Pause the pass to Davis. He gets stolen by Sullinger. Here's Jerebko, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game. When they've got it clicking, it's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Matt Barnes is checked in for Hawes. Jordan comes in for Glenn Davis. Griffin's checked in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Paul in for Austin Rivers. Griffin kicks to Paul.
There.
They can't stop the run with that one. Boston leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Olynyk dishes to Crowder. Thomas passes to Jerebko. Five to shoot. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
All the way.
Here's Griffin, and it's blocked.
Foul.
But they get it back.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Paul is doubled. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Barnes has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Clippers. The Celtics with the lead. And Thomas, here we go. The rejection by Paul.
Alley.
The alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shots good by Turner. And the Celtics lead by 3.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
You know, guys, you rarely see a player on a team apologize for scoring, but Evan Turner did just that last year. Remember in a game against the Lakers? He put away a 360 dunk at the buzzer in a game that wasn't even close. And then Steve immediately apologized afterwards.
Well, you got to give Turner credit. I mean, he knew immediately that he kind of broke the code. You're supposed to, respect the other team and pull the ball back out. So he reacted accordingly, went over to the Lakers and apologized, and everything really was fine.
Thomas kicks to Olynyk. And it's Turner off the drive, and he gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Griffin kicks to Crawford. Good on the triple. Crawford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Olynyk. Bass comes in for Jared Sullinger. Bradley's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
Brandon Bass now in his 10th season out of LSU. Pick and pop, power forward. That mid-range shot is a strength of his game, and he's really improved defensively the last couple of years as well.
And Bass
What is he doing?
much more of an offensive-minded big man. At 6'8", he's not a big-time defender or rebounder. His job really is to space the floor and put points on the board.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Smart dishes to Bradley. Zeller setting the pick for Turner. To the middle. And finished off by Bass. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Read it.
Oh, you can't leave.
And the shot
Oh,
falls
my
short this
God.
time. And Brandon Bass earning the nickname No Pass Bass. Steve, more career turnovers than assists.
Yeah, but that's his role, Kevin. You know, when he's open, knock it down. And what I like about Bass is that he has
Why is his
improved
D flopping?
his defense considerably. The last couple of years with Doc Rivers in Boston, that was something that Doc really emphasized.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
There we go.
Well, Kevin, when Doc Rivers came to the Clippers, he wanted to shift their image from a Showtime team to a true contender. Blake Griffin said, Lob City is done. And while the Clippers still make highlight reel plays with the best of them, Rivers has brought a seriousness and a focus to this team as they pursue an NBA championship. Guys?
Rivers has said lobs are great, but winning is better. They're trying to get them both. Thanks, Doris. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Redick's got 9 points.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Bradley passes to Zeller. Smart kicks to Bradley. There's the feed to Zeller. Davis with the block, and they're able to recover. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Turkoglu with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Here's Rivers. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
There we go. Great shot.
Now just a 4-point Celtic lead. 1:39 left now here in the second.
It had been 6 straight years for the Celtics that they had made the playoffs, but that run came to an end last season as they were clearly in full rebuild mode.
Celtics passing it around. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. For Los Angeles, they've gotten exactly half
Whoa,
their
would
shots
you
to go
pass
down here
it
in the
to
second.
Redick?
5 of 10. Pause with the block. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Redick's got the ball. Davis with the bucket. Smart with the ball. Well, a lot of storied franchises missed the playoffs last year, and Boston was one of them. But, Steve, they knew it would be a tough season early on.
Well, trading away the talent they did, they knew how the season would play out. You know, ultimately it was the right thing to do because they are in a good position to build upon youth going forward.
That's good. Redick's
Fadeaway
got 11.
change.
43 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Smart. He's guarded by Rivers. Smart dishes to Zeller. Pass to Bass. Here's Smart. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Hawes got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pulls up on the wing. Good work defensively by Turner. Boston leading by 3. Feeds it to Bradley. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about,